Hello everyone, my name is Sarah Cahill and I have a Six of Crows jumper. Isn't it so pretty? Okay, now that the important news is out of the way, let's move on to the actual point of this video. Let me guess, you're a writer and one of your obsessions is buying notebooks. Today, mostly because I once again have been doing no work towards Preptober despite really needing to, I thought it would be fun to show you guys my notebook collection because it's big and majorly unused because I'm terrible. I don't know what it is, but you buy a notebook that you really like that looks really pretty and then you think, well, it's too pretty to write in. I don't want to ruin it. That's sort of my mentality the entire time I buy notebooks, except when I specifically just buy cheap, cutish looking ones that I know that I'm actually going to write in. It's a habit that I do need to stop, but notebooks are just so pretty. I don't want to. Please don't make me. Yeah. So here are all of the notebooks in their specific categories. We have notepads here in the corner, which technically aren't notebooks, but I'm going to count them anyway. We have all of our actual planners, our hardback notebooks. These are all of our small notebooks here, softback notebooks, project notebooks, and then we've got my large wire bound, and then my small wire bound, my pocket pad, and then my little travel journal. Let's guess how many we have and then see how many I've used. We'll start with the smallest collection I have, which is also ironically the biggest. These are my A4 notebooks. The majority of are obviously wire bound. The first is just a standard pocket pad refill pad. It was cheap, so I brought it. It's extra paper. What are you gonna do? The next is this really pretty sort of floral watercolor-ish design. I have no idea where this came from. I want to say something like Poundland, more than likely. Next we have my Don't Quit Your Daydream Mystic notebook. I got this from Wilko's. It's very Project Mystic in the design, so obviously I had to have it. It's got the little project tabs there as well. And then the last one is this sort of berries designed notebook. Again, I couldn't tell you where I got it. I have it. I have it. Next, we'll ease into my mini notebooks. Most of these, and to be fair, most of the notebooks that I currently own, I got from a stationery subscription box called Paper Gang. They're absolutely fantastic. I love them to pieces. It's where I get all of my stationery from. We've got this really cute sort of geometric wave design, which has squared paper. We've got this gorgeous sort of gold leaf winter scene here, which is just standard little lines. This cute little notepad, it is fish related, and it's just the standard lines in there as well. And then we have this beautiful sort of butterfly teal book here. Just opens up and it's got the really pretty lined paper. I believe I got this from one of my best friends, Shelley. This I got absolutely years ago. I've used it. I've ripped out what I didn't want in here anymore, as I do tend to do sometimes with my notebooks, but there we are. Next, we're going to go into the Softback notebooks. This one is Pasheen, with a nice little gold Pasheen with a balloon on the front. I got this from Tesco's. Again, I got this a good couple of years ago. Yes, it was on sale. I like Pasheen. That's why I have it. The second is this part mermaid, part unicorn, therefore completely awesome notebook. I got this from Primark, I do believe. Again, quite a few years ago. I want to say that I have used this notebook in the past. Yeah, you can see there where I've ripped what I don't want in the notebook anymore there at the top. This I also got from Tesco's. This is beautiful. This is my sort of Gemini constellation. Again, it was on sale, so I had to buy it. It's one of my favorites to have. I love it so much. This is my mum's Million Things to Do notebook. It's got a little pen there, which I've kept with the notebook as opposed to putting with the rest of my pens. I got this for Christmas, I want to say, from my parents-in-law a couple of years ago now. Everything is a couple of years ago. I'm really ridiculous with these. This one, again, Tesco's. Again, it was cheap. This only cost me £1. It's got some cute little hearts and stars and shapes on it as some little confetti. And last, we have this little geometric one. Again, this is from Oh Dear. I have used this. Oh God. This is what I used for my Milwordy challenge, instead of like a little bullet journal with the dotted pages. I keep forgetting I was doing Milwordy, but that's all I've used this book for. Nothing else has been touched, and I haven't touched that Milwordy tracker since at least April this year, if that. So whoopsie daisy on doing Milwordy. Next, we're going to include all of my notepads. I use my notepads the most when I'm taking notes or need to write something down, because they're more accessible than all my notebooks, which are piled up high on top of each other and in drawers where I can't easily reach them. All of these I did actually get from Paper Gang. So we've got this cute little sort of jungly vibes at the back there. We've got this cute rainbowy sunshine have a good day notepad. We've got hello, it's me, with the notepad that's got different colours in there. Take that Costco shopping list off the front of this one. Sort of like a lavender floral design on this one here. A very autumny to-do list, which I've used quite a bit of. As you can see, it's very thin. And then we've got sort of a New York vibe, my week planner style notepad there. They might not be books, but they definitely count as things that I take notes on. So therefore they are counted here and you can't say a word about it. These are my hardback notebooks. Anything that has a hardback, obviously. This one, evil plans and stuff, because, you know, I need a notebook for my evil plans and stuff. This has to be 2015. I bought this. I may have used it once or twice. I don't actually remember. No, I have used it, because again, you can see where I've ripped out the pages of whatever it was that was in here that I no longer needed. I haven't used it since. This Happy Notes rainbow I got from Asda. I had to pick it up because it was cute. That's the trouble with things. If it's cute, I have to pick it up. This has got sort of a marbled effect with Enjoy the Little Things. I can't tell you where I got this. I have absolutely no idea where I got this notebook from. I don't think I bought it myself. I do want to say I received it as some sort of gift from someone at some point in the past few years. I couldn't tell you who, and I couldn't tell you why. This one is a very nice starry space deep thoughts. This was from Paper Gang. Again, it is sort of in the bullet journal squared paper vibes with the little shooting stars down in the corner. This one, oh, great ideas and cunning plans. This one actually has a story behind it. So back in 2016, when I first started Tumblr, I had the insane idea to do sort of like a giveaway when I reached like 1,000 followers. This was supposed to be part of that giveaway, this notebook. Clearly that giveaway did not happen, as I still have this notebook. I have actually used this one as well. I haven't ripped any pages out. I wrote in pencil. I don't know what I wrote in pencil. I might have used this for betas, and all of their email addresses were in here, so I've just rubbed them out because I no longer needed them. That was a very great ideas, cunning plans. Again, I really like the cute little sort of design on it. I don't use them. This one is a Mary Poppins notebook. I got this when I worked at the Disney store. I bought it on sale. It was like £1. It's got the really, really cool bright colours and the geometric shapes. And then practically perfect in every way. And this one I have used. And I say I have used as in I have... Oh gosh. I did a pen test. Clearly was upset with the pen test and then sort of glued the pages together. So this would then be the first page, but you can see the pen test that I did through. I haven't actually, no, I have. Again, there you can see where I've ripped out some pages. Don't know what used to be in here. Next. So all of these I actually got from Paper Gang as well as part of the stationery boxes. These are a little bit different from the standard notebooks because while the other notebooks are plain blank notebooks, these are all planners. I have amassed many planners over the years, and being planners, they are obviously filled with the planner pages. They're all ever so slightly different, but they've got everything written in there. So this one has got sort of like a cute little doodle design. It is a happiness planner. It contains things like, for fun, I'm going to do positive things for today, timetable, to-do list, notes to take, a little doodle section there at the bottom, and then tomorrow I'm looking forward to, and obviously that's probably about a year's worth, mayhaps, I don't know. There we are. This second one's sort of a very artist vibes, make your way. Again, it's got the tasks, the timetable, it's got the notes and the doodles on the page. This one is one of the newest ones I've got. It's got sort of the mountainous design there on the front. This one again, it's got the to-do list, timetable, notes, doodles, and then key tasks there written at the bottom, and it's got these cute little feather designs there in the middle of the pages. This one here is a very sort of 60s vibe planner. Have a nice day. And the pages in there, all of the pages are quite similar. So you've got to do, timetable, key tasks, notes, and doodles again in that one. You've got this gorgeous little autumn designs with the little cat and the flowers. It's so cute. You've got the same sort of stuff inside this as you have with all of the other planners. And then this last one is a go with the flow. There's a sticker set that came with this that I use constantly in my bullet journals at the moment. And this one's obviously a lot more colourful. It is a lot more cutesy and doodly. And it's got the same as it always does, to do, timetable, notes up next in there on all of the pages. I don't ever actually see myself using any of these planners, mostly because I bullet journal and I like doing the bullet journal myself, but perhaps next year I might just use a planner just for the ease of it. We'll see how I feel. But yeah, I have plenty to choose from, really, don't I? So it is a good possibility, and it would save me some money. On the final section, we have my project books. We have, first of all, this small little one, which I got from Oh Dear. And I did start writing in this one something about notes for Abingdon House. I think this was me attempting to write down a list of things to do for the rest of the year. I made it that far. Clearly used very well. This one is from Oh Dear as well. It's got sort of the mystic vibes to it with the hand and the little flowers. This is a little mini dotted notebook. These three, Chaos Coordinator, Mum on a Mission, and Master of Multitasking and Extremely Good Ideas. These I got from my kids / obviously my husband, who picked them out for Mother's Day last year, and they came in this set of 3. Again, they haven't been used. We've got lined paper. Are they all lined paper? Lined paper. They're all lined paper. This matches the wire bound notebook that I got from Wilco. It's the same sort of, you know, Project Mystic vibes to it with the positive thoughts. These 2 notebooks, I want to say, came in a set. I don't know where I bought them. I don't know when I bought them. I don't know if they are in a set or whether I bought them separately just at the same time, but we've got the cute little dots, and then we've got the shiny flowers. Again, they're just really simple project notebooks. These 2 I bought yesterday from Wilco because I can't help myself. We've got a cute little notes and a flower embossed on the front of that one there. And then we've got this cute little pastel sort of mock leopard print one here. This is my pro-caffeinating book, which I got from Paper Gang. These next few are from Paper Gang, actually. Putting something off until you've had multiple hits of caffeine. Very, very vitally. I haven't used this one yet because it's too pretty to use. I love the dark blue and I love the little light pink it's got on there. This one, Paper Gang, just a cute little simple floral notes there. This one I have actually used. I used this to take beta reading notes when I was reading one of my friend's books, so I could keep an eye on the plot and POV and things like that. So all of those in there, they're all of the plot notes that I took chapter by chapter for that specific story, and that's the only thing I've used that for. This again is Paper Gang. This was the first Paper Gang notebook that I ever got in the first Paper Gang box that I ever received. This one I have been using recently. I got this in 2019. Okay, I've only just started using it this week. This has got all of my Abingdon number 5 notes in it for Preptober and for NaNoWriMo this year. And again, that's the only thing I've used it for. And this came in a set of 2. The second one went to my husband. I think I got this one also from Primark as the set of 2. This one I do believe I have used also. Yes, this has got notes for, oh, that's an old story. This has got notes for one of my stories called Project Midnight Garden, which was a YA urban fantasy where, you know, the trope where someone from our world accidentally goes over to a magical world and has an adventure there. Well, Project Midnight Garden was a story about people in a magical world who accidentally get sent to our real world and have an adventure here. And I wrote the first draft and I didn't like the first draft, despite the fact that the plot is okay and the characters are okay, and so I shelved it, and then I recycled the characters from Project Midnight Garden into Project Theft, which is another YA urban fantasy which I've also written the first draft for and shelved. But I've got tons of notes in there, and I also have some notes for Abingdon House in here as well. Actually, my first sort of world building notes I wrote in there. Gosh, these are all in size order, and now I'm not going to be able to put them in size order again, am I? There we go. And finally, the last 2 notebooks that I have, it's just a really simple striped notebook. It was £1. I thought, why not? I could use just a disposable notebook to write in, as opposed to one that I find that is cute and I don't use at all. This has got all my notes for the second draft of Project Mystic written in it, so this is that outlining revision book. And the last one that I have is my travel journal. I got this from my husband, I want to say for our anniversary last year. Again, I haven't used it. I don't intend to use it, even though it's so pretty. It's the simple, it's got the little spaces at the front, and it's got 2 little project books in it. One of them is normal lined paper and one of them is sort of the recycled paper, and then the little pouch at the back. 42 notebooks, not including my notepads, which would bring the total up to 48. And I've used maybe 5 of them. Look, I'm a writer. I don't buy notebooks to use them. I buy them because they're aesthetically pleasing. It's the same reason I buy stationery, to look at, to never use. I have actually in recent months sort of found myself gravitating more towards project notebooks or exercise books rather than actual notebooks themselves, because I just find that the exercise books, the project books, are so much easier to stack. They're much easier to carry around with you. You know, I don't have to pick up a project book and go, oh, it's so pretty, I really don't want to open it and ruin the spine or anything like that, or I don't want to make a mistake and, you know, have to rip out a page because I do that. I don't like non-nice things in my notebooks, which is another issue entirely. I'm one of those weird people who, if I have a notebook, it has to be for something specific. It can't just be a notebook where I jot down everything in regards to all of the projects I have, because then it's not organized, it's not all in one place, and then I get confused about where everything is. So if I have a notebook, it has to only contain this specific project, and it really only has to specifically contain what I'm working on in regards to that project at the moment. Many a time, as you saw as we went through, I would go through old notebooks, I would find old work, and I'd rip that work out because I didn't need it anymore. Most of it is from stories long past, gone, forgotten, started, never continued. Some of it is notes in regards to marketing for social media, which I'm not going to take forward and use any longer. Some of it is just where I've gone and written a shopping list that I never actually then used, and so don't need it, so it gets ripped out because it's not what I want that notebook to be used for. It's something that I'm definitely going to have to go over. I think I'm going to have to sort of learn to pick a notebook, and that is going to be sort of like my notes notebook for any thoughts I have, etc., or any work that I'm working on where I need to jot down to-do lists, etc. And that's until that notebook is done, that is my notebook to do all of those things. Oh, that reminds me, another notebook, Paper Gang, obviously, very beautiful sort of flower poppy field. This is my journal, which I haven't written in since for a good few months. Again, I'm so terrible with keeping up with things. I found another notebook. This one again is from Paper Gang. I suppose it's more of a journal sort of notebook than an actual notebook, because inside is not blank. It's got these lovely little pages, remember, etc. So it's more of like a sort of planner-ish, but yeah. That's like 50. So that was my writer's notebook collection. I now get the fun job of putting them all back in their place and reorganizing my desk, because I made a massive mess here, 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 and here, which I now get to tidy. Let me know down in the comments below, are you as crazy with notebooks as I am? What do you use your writer's notebooks for? Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in my next video. Good thoughts and happy writing.